go, Sean. I got
this
going.
I got more. Let's get some of this done before I hit them sheets tonight. Let's roll.
Yeah, we got to get to it. We've been bullshitting. Let's get to it. I'm going to add this in here.
George Kittle.
Oh, that's the wrong deal. All right. Where the fuck is the film? There we go. All right, I'm gonna get rid of our faces again where you just hear our voice.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Jalen Hurts. Sean, give us a real quick breakdown. Just in a one-sentence deal, his strengths and his weaknesses.
Great. Right now, the best at the dual inside zone RPO, poised passing guy. Fits this system as well as any quarterback fits their system. And he hasn't maximized even his arm yet. He's 2 years from now, if they keep the same guys in tow, he'll get to another level. Most poised guy that's been in the league for a starter for 2 years I've seen in a long time. He's in the poised Burrow class, and you'll see that on display. I think he's underrated. I don't think he's overrated.
I also think this. You take Burrow out of Cincinnati, they're not a playoff team. I agree with Jalen Hurts as well in Philly.
Listen, they're not the one seed. They may have snuck in with all that great defense. They are not. They would not be where they are. Jalen Hurts, for a guy who's going to be in the MVP talk, we still underrate him. Accurate, poised, command, and inside zone reads. He's doing it as well as anybody in the league right now.
Here we go, people. Everyone wanted to hear. I know you were an hour in here, and here we go. We got some Jalen Hurts film, and me and Sean, you can still hear us. Ask questions in the chat. Drop a like button. Hit the button. Subscribe. Become a member if you're not a member of our Patreon or this show. We also have a Discord. You can chat with us. Text message, $2.99 a month. Here we go. Jalen Hurts, first down, 1st and 10. Let's get to the wide angle here. Here we go. Let's see. Here we go. 1st and 10, Sean. We got a little 11 personnel. We told you last week the back is the first number. The tight end is the second number. This is 11 personnel. We got a tight split look here with a bunch set. We got a reduced wide receiver on the X receiver side. And what we have is an open box look. We got 2 high safety. It looks like this is 2-man from what I'm looking at.
With an over front.
With an over front, that means that – well, it's actually an under front.
The tight end's to the left. Well, it's been for.
You're right. You're right.
Tight end's to the left. That's an over.
Right. The 3 technique is to the tight end. We call that an over. So this is a dick hardening drill for an offensive coordinator like myself.
Yep.
I want to get the shade to the field. I want this bubble right here that you will not understand as the layman's term. I want that bubble right there to the field, Sean. And you are absolutely right. We are in an over front. That means the 3 technique is to the field, okay?
To the boundary. To the boundary.
To the strength.
To the tight end, right.
Strength. There's the strength. There's the strength. The 2 red circles.
And people, when he says bubble, a bubble is you got a center, a guard, and a tackle. The guard is uncovered.
Right there.
The tackle and the center are. There's a bubble there, and there's a linebacker. You could draw like a triangle. Their bubble is right there where he's uncovered, and that's to the field. So it's an over defense. Here it's into the boundary, but the over defense to the strength of the tight end. The bubble is where the right guard that's uncovered.
Right there.
Yep.
All right, we got a little 11 personnel. Jalen Hurts getting up to the line of scrimmage. I like that he's classifying 54 as the mic. They must be in a rip protection or a run play. They're running power to the left. So they're running power to the tight end. They're pulling the right guard.
Kicking out.
This is just old school power G. They're kicking out the end. And they're going to take that. We're going to get to some more exciting plays for you.
Hard yards, man.
Earlier, just so the comment, this is the bubble that Sean was just explaining to you right there. The right guard is uncovered. The over front means that the tight end on the left, right here, is the strength of the formation. This guy right here is what we call a 3 technique. He is over to the tight end. This is an over front. I like this because now we have a bubble cavity to our field side right here to do a lot of things. I would have loved to run the football here, Sean, and I would like to run the football weak away from the tight end where a lot of people don't understand. We can down this. We can down that.
Kick
We
out
can
with
pull
65.
this for that. We can pull the center for that. And we can just base this out. We have a hat for a hat here.
And that linebacker's over the bubble guard is deep enough to where that Kelsey, who is as good a blocking and in command center there is in the league. Jason Kelsey gets up and around, and he can get his angle on the bubble linebacker. This is set up for run to the field bubble a lot of different ways. And you're right, the right guard kicks down, kick out, and you get the center up on the backer. You got a big lane there if it's blocked properly.
Or, Sean, we can send this tackle all the way back here to this guy.
Sure can. We
can send that right there. We can send this center back on him, and we can wrap this guard.
He can kick out. That's
right
exactly
here.
right.
Yep. And
you can run counter on this, right? If you move the back counter and he gets off the left guard's ass.
Or we can read the defensive end
and
block everybody on the box and read that guy with the bubble.
That's exactly right.
I don't like his mannerisms after the handoff. I want to see him do more because he does more when he runs. I want to fake act.
If as anybody, he needs to make every play look the same.
Yes.
Because he's going to be using it, and you don't want to get into a habit of the only time you're doing it full speed like that is when you are actually keeping it. Yeah. Now this is the evolution of him, JB. Instead of waiting, it's not that it's crazy, but the deep over and gain in depth from the tight bunch set on the right, the wing set stays in there, doesn't bail. Tendency early in his career would be first guy, not let me bail. Good job with his eyes. Long read fake. Watch how quick he comes off for the setup. Watch him explode out of the handoff. Pounce like a catcher throwing somebody out at second, and get your eyes on that guy and see that guy's the conflict if you're throwing this over, right? And so here we go with the fake, and watch his quick setup so he's prepared to hit whatever window he needs, Jalen Hurts.
We cleared it out. We sucked everybody in the line of scrimmage for the run game.
And that guy's got a haul ass, too. The guy you're right down here. You're exactly right.
Now we're looking at these two safeties.
Yep. Look at him set up. Set your feet. One reset. Look at the guy. Look at the guy still on the far hash, JB. Watch this. Guy still on the far hash. Coming over here. One set. Now give me about a 2 ball. That guy jumps him. See, he's staring right at him. Boom. Drop shot.
So, Sean, let's explain. This is the conflict safety for Jalen Hurt to worry about.
That's right.
This receiver here, A.J. Brown, it requires attention. This is great detailed play calling by the offensive coordinator, who does a great job in Philly, by the way. I really got to dissect their offense. A.J. Brown requires so much attention that this safety here in yellow came down on A.J. Brown, and now we have one of the faster guys in the league being able to run this bang 8, and now this is just clear throwing lanes for Jalen Hurts.
And go back real quick, JB, one last time here. I just want to, not only with Jalen Hurts, but a little lesson to be taught. Okay, good. Now push it. Watch A.J. Brown. This is called being a pro. Freeze. He's running the route expecting to catch the dig route. He's not lollygagging thinking, okay, they're going to run because if he comes in there late, that safety there, who is the safety, he is the conflict safety, is going to get depth. He can't get it. And if he's late, then you'll miss the window. Now he's getting separation. If you want to come down and pump it between the hash marks, you got a window between those two underneath linebackers. But the conflict safety jumps in. Now look at this. Wastes no time, throws him open between the numbers and the sideline. Really hard to defend. And a great job by Jalen Hurts and a great fake inside and excellent by A.J. Brown, who didn't run like he's some decoy. He run like he's getting a football. Step up, run him away from the guy to the sideline. And Devontae Smith, who had had a big game and continues to be a home run hitter threat. Special. Very nicely done. Early in the game, taking shots to tell the defense that we are going to spread you out and then hammer you with 44 fucking runs the rest of the night.
Yep.
There you go. And I love this about JB. I'd like it on his outside shoulder, but he gets him working up the field. I understand. But watch how quick, JB. Boom, decision now. The ball is out, hard yards. He could have run the stick route. He had that too. Bam. Get hard yards and a great job by the tight end. That's a 9-yard gain because of the urgency of the throw, because the throw wasn't perfect. Is that Dallas Goedert? Is that who that is? Watch how quick it comes to him.
And Sean, people don't understand. We got to understand this defensive end is unblocked.
Yes.
We got to get this football here so this defensive end here doesn't bat the football.
And JB, great point. What frees it right there? Don't think about the, you know how many guys we've seen doing this, that there's a little bit where that guy comes across the line of scrimmage and is in the throwing lane, which is his goal. But he does such a good job inside, holds him. Now watch how quick he pounces. Gives him no chance to come out of it. Ball is out. Yep. That's 9 yards on a play that really should have been a 1 yard gain.
Yep.
Excellent.
Like to see that front foot, Sean. I'll go back real quick. Just a shock to
talk
the
the front
QBs
foot on Hurts. He's too.
Yeah, I want to see this foot here. I want to see that foot, that big toe, get more this way. I want to get it more sideline. I want to see him open his dick up. I want to get those hips open to the sideline. So this ball is more outside and it's out of bounds. We're never throwing an out route inside because an out route being thrown inside, Sean, is pick six.
Yeah, and follow with good knee bend in that lower half. I could use his ass sitting down a little more. So there's knee bend, but he does a nice job. It's the urgency of the throw. You're exactly. And the mechanics, which he'll continue to – he's gotten so much better, compact to where he's not overextended. Very nice. Boom. Go the other way. And now that's AJ missed his block there. Tried, didn't hang on long enough. Good job by the corner.
That's what we call that's what we call at the next level. This is a run solution for everyone out there that don't understand football. This is a run solution. So what it means is we have a run play called, all right, just so everybody understands. We're running the football. When Jalen Hurts got up to the line of scrimmage, he counted, real simple. He said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys to block. So
that's called simple analytics math. The guys we were talking about, that's where they come in. Count the box, dude. Because they got more than we can run against. We're down 8. 1.
That's really 8 attached to the tight end. So we're going to be a hat short. We got 7 for 8, and Jalen Hurts don't like it. So he's going to get it out, and this is a run solution. We're going to run bubble, block this perimeter, and try to say, okay, we're going to get rid of the box threat and get the ball out. So it is just a long fucking throw, Sean. Right. I almost rather have him just turn around.
And come to you, more tunnelish, right? Or just sit there
instead
of run away. Right. Little tunnel screen, get people out on the edge because this too, and it's hard to stay on that block to the width of the field because you don't get to use the boundary there. It's hard for AJ Brown to make that block. But it's the right read by Hurts. It's the right read. More than you can block. Gets it out. It just nice play by the corner. And go load up and do it again. You're in the red zone now. 3rd and 3. They are really good down here.
Yep, 11 personnel motion. Now they're in a little.
I'll tell you what, JB, he's doing this so good right now. This ball. Now his feet are a little lazy. Agreed. Feet are a little.
Yeah, they're a little
right, but he's throwing the slant route either off, the fake or just raise up and throw it. But I would prefer him to see how he shuffles and kind of it's never really sets his feet. I would prefer him to catch. If he wants to take a rocker step, fine. But you can't. I don't want to see a rocker kind of reset, his fader wide, then he has to get underneath. See how wide they are when he's – watch this, JB. I'd catch. If you want to punch step and let it go ahead. Through the inside or the out. You read this inside out on the slant. Punch and throw, but watch what he does. It gets a little wide, maybe a little off balance here. He takes it, and then there's a little bit of hesitation. Ball, punch, throw. He's a little wide. Now watch him. Now he has to reset to get a little more compact with his lower half. And
let me ask you, Sean. What is he gaining from this? What is he gaining from this fucking stagger? I mean, I'm a stagger guy, but I like toe to heel.
Yes.
I'm trying to figure out what he's gaining from this because he's not 6'5". He's more quick twitch. It's slowing him down is in my professional.
The ball's late. That ball's late, and it's still a completion, but it's late. I mean, we're going to compliment him on all this. So JB, go back one more time. I want to shade right. Get it when he's widest, the widest on that first little hop. Because you're supposed to on a quick slant, it's punch right there.
Right there.
Look how wide he is. See that left foot now, JB, draw a line right from his balls to the ground. about right there. If he'll bring that back heel back and pound that front ball of his foot in where his feet are underneath him and his hips are underneath him, now he doesn't have to take the extra reset to gain his balance, because in truth, he should have punched more compact. The ball
you want his feet like that, right?
That's exact. And what I want to, JB, is see where the read is right now. You're reading through Devontae to A.J. Brown. That ball should be coming out. Boom, boom. Punch step, hit and throw. Now watch what he does. Yes. Now watch what because he leaves him. That guy runs away. And look, he's a little late to that one, so he can't throw it. And he has to reset to gain his balance. It's just too wide, and it serves no purpose. If he'll just keep his feet underneath him, this ball comes out quicker. It's catch, punch, throw.
I'm wondering right now, though, that is too
much stagger.
That is an uncomfortable stance.
Yeah, I don't like it. I'd rather have. I like knee bid, but I don't want his ass to the grass. We're not squatting.
I want to see that heel and this toe, but I want to see it under my shoulder length.
Right, and you know what else? That's exactly right, and especially in a quick game, JB, when you try to get your feet underneath.
See shoulder width here.
Right.
Shoulder width here. I mean, that's an uncomfortable. I like athletic stance, Sean, because I want to be able to get the low snap and the high snap. I want to be able to jump.
But he's in a catcher's stance. That's too. He almost looks. You know what he looks like? He's in a catcher's stance that he knows the guy on first is going, and you're expecting a pitch out. But freeze. See how the ball, when he takes that extra hop, the quick game, and look how long he is on his pushback. That ball's loaded, and it goes back, then up, then out, instead of going from his loaded position to up and out, which will increase the quick game. That ball right there now, go right, freeze him when he's got it all the way back, JB. That's where it needs to go.
I want his arm where the yellow line is.
Right.
So where the blue line is.
Right now we're loaded up, right? Freeze. See, go back one more time. Right there. We're loaded. He doesn't need to push back. That's like pumping a shotgun twice when you're trying to hunt a bird. You don't pump a shotgun twice because you miss the bird. So you pump it, squeeze. Now he's loaded. Now watch. Push back. If he's going to push back, then go up and out, as opposed to he's already loaded up and out. You know who's one of the greatest of all time at load up and out is Aikman. Dude, that ball was never pushed back. When he was loaded on his back armpit or his back chest muscle, he just went up and out. He eliminated, most of us tried to. Norv Turner was my coach, same way. You eliminated that push it back like a center fielder, Kroll hopping to throw a guy out at third base or home plate. And that's not to diminish how good Hurts is, but think how much better he could be and more urgent with one split second better on those mechanics. This is what he's doing as well as anybody in football. Boom, pounce, and go. He really is. Now, that linebacker's going to run and chase, but he's doing a good job of stretching, and he knows how to get north and south, but he is putting pressure on the underneath guys because now they don't get anything out of it, but all they're doing is setting it up for stuff down the road.
Sean, I don't think anyone in the chat understands what's going on here, all right? This is football that I run. This is offense that I run. I've been running this offense for a very long time. A lot of people have no clue what it is. People think that it's just power read, and people think that they're reading this guy or this guy, and people do not understand what this play is, and I want to make sure everyone understands what it is real quick for you. They're running power to the right with for the quarterback, okay? This guard is pulling, okay? I want to be clear with you. This guard is pulling for this linebacker, all right? Jalen Hurts' eyes, if you look at them, they are peeking to the backside of the play to that defensive end right there. Mm-hmm. This tight end, just so you know, is not blocking that defensive end for a reason, okay?
Purpose, yep.
And you're getting cross fakes action, okay? You're getting the back to cross his face here. Yeah, if Jalen Hurts sees this defensive end right here crash, he is going to hand the football off to the back, and he's going to follow this tight end. If the defensive end does what he does and slow plays it, the offensive line is actually blocking power for the quarterback to keep it. So Hurts made the right read. You do not see this. I've had ESPN analysts call me and ask me what this play is. We used to call it flash QB counter, flash or QB power. Flash is for the back to flash across the QB's face and read the opposite end. It's a very hard and difficult read for the quarterback. Most people watch
because he's got to do both. He's got to read both sides of the run game.
Yeah, so he's got to read the read key that's unblocked, and then he has to understand
snap his head.
Who's blocking for him.
Right.
So this is
linebacker makes a great play. He does a great job.
Play to run, and you got to be careful running this play because this is a very, very hard play to run for quarterbacks in the NFL because
freeze it and look at the low snap too. It disrupts it. Ball's on the ground.
So you can't tell Sean, but his peripheral vision is looking right there.
Oh, of course it is. And I'll tell you what else too at times is that Jalen Hurts will also put when he starts to press and go parallel to get outside to stretch the edge. If that linebacker at times overruns it, he will reserve the right to put his foot in the ground and get north. That's exactly right.
Yep.
If it doesn't collapse like that, he'll put his foot and get inside that.
It's a great job by 57 there.
Tremendous job. You can't play it any better than he did.
No. He's reading his keys and he understood what the play was. That's a great job of scouting because that's a play that usually will gash you.
Yep.
We got a little empty, Sean. We either know it's QB run game or throwing the ball, right?
Yep. Now here's the problem. Defenses. Watch this, JB. So freeze it right there. Back it up just a little bit, JB. Now we're taught in this league to keep there. Everybody has an assignment, right? Somebody's got to keep their art, especially against this guy. And so who would you think that is down here to the left? On this line, circle him for me, JB. It's got either him, right? But knowing that if you're going inside, somebody's got to come outside, right? But watch this. Watch what you do and give him a free run. You get two guys in the same gap. Watch this. The outside rusher. Boom. You're done. He's an east and west escaper. He's not a north and south climber normally.
That's bad football.
Right.
Sound.
Right. It's not at all. This is somebody's got to come out right with your outside arm free to force him into help. What happens is you get greedy or selfish or don't know the assignment, freeze it. You're talking about the best in the league at doing this. And he is, and going in that think Tom Brady. Tom Brady is what I call a north and south climber, where he wants to be able to reset up in the pocket towards the line of scrimmage when he has to reset and sit there. If Jalen Hurts he's an east and west guy, meaning horizontal escape guy. And knowing that going in, you just played right into his hands. You collapse. There's nobody out there to come outside for contain and force him back into help. Now he's got he can run it. He can find somebody underneath and get it to him quick, or somebody's going to be running free because now there's nobody chasing. He's got carte blanche. This is either a horrible assignment flaw by the player or bad design, and I have a hunch it wasn't the design.
Sean,
somebody screwed up.
I'm going to tell you right now, though. Bosa and Armstead aren't doing this.
No. They're absolutely not. They're not. You're not. This isn't going to happen. But
that is two guys in the same gap, Sean.
That's what I said. Listen, the left guard could have blocked them both. That's what I mean. Somebody screwed up because both guys are. If they were playing a game, then the tackle didn't get outside, or if they were playing that the end was supposed to take an outside rush and he dipped inside because he was selfish and wanted to be a hero. Two guys, the 69 can block both. And they're both in the same gap, which plays right into the hands of an east and west escape guy. What?
Let's talk to everybody about what gap sound means. So we're no tight ends, okay? There's no tight ends in the game right now. There is a tight end in the game, but he's extended.
Yep.
He's removed from the box. He's expanded from the formation of the line of scrimmage. So
frustrates me so bad when I see this.
C gap, okay? That is a C gap defender, okay? We call him C gap. This right here is B gap, okay? We have to have somebody in B gap. That's either this linebacker or this guy. A gap is this guy, all right? He's what we call A gap, all right? Now, on the left side, there has to be a B gap fitter right here and a C gap fitter on this side.
You mean an A gap fitter on the left side?
A gap, I'm sorry. So this is A and A, and then we have a B and a C. This is B gap. So We don't need 2 B-gap defenders.
Oh,
So,
it'd be like having 2 guys in the flat on coverage.
yes.
You can't do it.
So we are gap unsound here, and now it tells my quarterback, I'm going to get the fuck out of here.
But you're also doing it to the guy who all season long has destroyed people doing this is how he escapes. Most of it is he trusts that he's going to get the edge as opposed to climbing.
They do it again, Coach.
I don't know what they're doing, and neither do they. Now, this is just this is smart ass football. Is that Goddard for the score? Great job.
Right now, this needs to be more accurate in Frisco. He's not going to one-hand grab this every time.
Oh, no, he's not. But a great job of seeing, not being greedy, get it to the guy who falls down. No, you're throwing it to the right guy. Just make it a little easier catch, great catch, and nice run and effort after to get in. You're not going to have this much free reign when you're playing against the guys in Northern California, and goes vice versa for Purdy to his guys. You ain't going to have a lot of space either there. They are going to maul you.
No doubt. Great job getting the first score. Now we got a little 12 personnel wing set. You can even call it 13 personnel, 3 tight ends in the game. We're just going to hammer the ball.
Yeah, a little stretch play or gut play, we called it. 40-50 gut, 60-70 outside. That's not a that's not a big 7 outside stretch, 6 outside stretch play. Just a little gut play and hoping you can gash it. If not, give me 3 or 4 yards.
Let's go back to the maturation process of Jalen Hurt, Coach. So we start to play off, and we got a little too high look. We got a little we call disco and dice. Disco and dice is like rolling the dice. We're going to get a guy screwing down. We call it screwing down, and we're going to get to rolling top. So one guy's going to roll, one guy's going to screw down. Jalen Hurt's maturation process is understanding this guy is now starting to screw down for some reason. Why is he screwing down? Why is he coming down so tight to my tight end? Why is he coming down? So now I got to expect this guy to blitz, this guy to cover, and now I got to understand I'm getting something. Now, this is a 50 front, all right? We got a 50 little look here. So now the safety's coming down, and I got to be alert. I like how Hurt slows down the snap count.
The tempo,
and allows
that's right.
the offensive line to recognize the pressure and exoticness here. And now we can say, all right, let's push the 1+ ID to him or to him so we can protect this so I can get the football out.
And you know what? And JB, just before you snap it, go back to how he from the beginning. This is called. Remember I told you about poise, and he has great command. Watch this. Okay, see something that looks different. All right, man, I'm into my cadence. And a lot of guys will hurry. Watch this. Okay, I see it. Double cadence. Let them now get their set because now we're seeing it. Now we go. They went hut, and then he walks back. He holds them. Now he comes back, and here's why. He allows Kelsey to adjust the line call. No panic. Plenty of time on the play clock. And now get him. So there's nothing worse than being in a hurry and all of a sudden the guy's trying to get through his calls. You can't get to it because the quarterback's not patient. Allow them to know who they're going to block. That's half the battle, to know who to get. The other half is how to get them. And they've been doing a pretty good job of both this year.
Now they're faking the QB sneak that everyone's running where they're pushing them, Sean.
Yeah, okie doke.
Smart. They got all these wrinkles built into this. I like it.
I love this play. I love this play. That's got Andy Reid wrinkle to it, doesn't it, JB?
Yes.
That's something Andy'd do, right? Everybody's thinking quarterbacks. You got a guy right now, if I'm thinking you think Dallas Scott is going to push Hurts, pop in behind him and push him. What do? Boom, let's get to the edge where everybody is a big quarterback. It reeks a quarterback sneak and lean on him. Bam. Quick pitch outside, let him get to the edge, and watch A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown, you're in a perfect position to be able to help, seal, edge. We don't need much. And guess what? We don't need much. And guess what you get? A lot, because the Philadelphia Eagles up front sound, accurate pitch and toss, and great job. AJ did not knock anybody down, make him go the long way. And he does. Smart play. I love the guts. Great play design. It looks like you're either taking a knee or running quarterback sneak. What do? Boom, edge. Beautiful.
I got to be honest, Sean. I am very impressed with watching number 54 for the New York Giants. This guy is reading his keys, and he's doing exactly what the fuck he's taught to do, which you don't see anymore in the NFL. Most guys in the NFL right now is going to be the guy that's going to fucking try to jump over the pile.
Well, they want to be a hero every play.
And this guy recognizes this play, which they have not seen, because you know why, Sean? They're in cover 0 man or man free, and he knows he has the fucking running back.
Yep.
And he's doing his job.
That's exactly
Look at that.
And he runs like hell.
That's a great job recognizing this play, because everyone in Mama thinks Jalen Hurts is going to quarterback sneak it.
Yep.
I like disciplined football players, man. They'll help you out. New York Giants are trending in the right direction.
They are, and you know what? That's Big Dable, the Brian Dable. The way he's changed thing is the number one priority is, we always say help your buddy, but you got to help. You got to do your job first. Then you can go help a friend when it's on the football field. To spend time taking, and that's what that linebacker is doing. You're told to play man-to-man on the back. You play man-to-man on the back. He starts to flow. You go. This is a great read too. What's this, smash? Watch this, folks. Yeah, here's the read for this. Real simple. It's a simple read. You're going mirrored route, freeze. It's semi-mirrored route at the top too. I think they're doing the same thing. It's 2x2, and you're reading either rotation one way or if it's cover 2. This is what it is. The quarterback, once he knows the coverage, that head's going to snap. If he decides to come here, going right to the corner. After he knows there's no blitz, boom, his head snaps here first. He sees this. If that corner sits there, go through your reads. But watch the leverage of the corner, and his head goes right to him. This is called you never go broke taking breaths. So freeze. Look at this now. Freeze. Look at this easiest interception in football, folks, is a corner retreating with his ass to the sideline on the smash route. He keeps retreating. You throw the sideline, turn it into a deep out. He said it's easiest. You see it every weekend in football. And he reads a guy, sits down on a mirrored route, the corner's depth, he comes right now. And this is going to get as many yards as you would have if you'd have thrown the corner route anyway. Corner gets depth, throw it to this guy right now, stick your foot in the ground, rip it. Now watch what A.J. Brown does after he gets his football in his hands. There's no wasted motion. There's no bullshitting. There's no trying to force it to the corner because you're selfish and greedy in the red zone. This is just smart, poised, knowing what you're supposed to do. Read the corner. If he collapses and gets depth, throw the ball to the underneath guy, whether it's a hitch or a runaway, now.
Sean, can we break down why? Let's explain this real quick so we do things nobody else does, and everyone just wants to be on ESPN and talk about how it's a completion. They don't want to give you the process and do the work. Explain to everybody that we have mirrored routes. We have this route, and we have a corner route here, and we have the same route here. The reason you see the tight end running more of an out route instead of a corner route is because this safety is screwed down.
More shallow.
Tighter than that one.
Right.
So with mirrored routes, everyone's asking, okay, why did Jalen Hurts come down here?
And the one down here, just so people know the tight end, he wanted to come out of that and take a deep angle. That's his job, to get to the pylon. But because of the way the coverage played it, you're forced into, and the quarterback would have flattened him with the throw. If the corner jumped A.J. Brown, this is going to turn into about a 15 to 18-yard sail route / out route, and he's going to throw it to Dallas Goedert. That's where he's throwing the football.
Right
but
there.
That's exactly right. There's more space to go a little higher angle at the top because of the safety's depth, and he's on the hash. The corner down here into the boundary's got less to go.
Make sure you clap it up for Sean. Sean has made the key word for all you guys out there that don't understand. I'm throwing to the boundary because of the hash that I'm on. It's an easier decision. We have the same numbers both ways, okay? 1, 2. 1, 2. That's a safety. That's a safety. So why throw it way the fuck out here when I can come to the boundary and read one guy, him?
It's a simple read. Guys get so greedy. And one thing I need to know, whether it's a corner route, a wheel route, a go route, a big post, just because we call it doesn't mean you have to throw it.
Yes.
And that's a problem a lot of young guys and even older cats get into. We call a go route, and the quarterback thinks, oh, shit, they call a go. Well, if it's too deep, don't throw it if you're not throwing the whole shot. This ball, look at A.J. Brown, got as many yards as the tight end was going to get on the outcut sail route. That's just a simple read that we've been running since you were in the 9th grade that he didn't get greedy. I've seen guys try to force that ball down the field that are pros and getting paid, and it doesn't do it, and then you end up sitting on a bench. That's a great read by Hurts.
Sean, I got to be honest. I love the Giants DC. He was in Baltimore forever. You know him well.
Rick Martindale, he's awesome.
Martindale's been great.
Yep.
I don't know by watching this if Wink has gotten to be stuck in old school ways where we're gonna beat you with our front 4. In this case, our front 6. We're gonna 6-man box you, and I don't know if you can do this one high man look versus these bunch sets. I think the Eagles OC did a hell of a job getting into more bunch open sets. And now it's making it very easy on Jalen to recognize
and count numbers. Yeah,
what the fuck I got 2 guys out here versus 2 guys. There's only 2 things you can do, Sean. You can fucking play zone or you manning this up.
Right.
And we have all kind of grass, Sean. Like there's grass here to be played in. And I just think that he's making Jalen Hurts' job very simple on offense as a play caller. The OC there in Philly does a good job. I like him a lot.
Shane Steichen.
He's stuck in his way, Sean. I think you got to get into some too high here and start to cloudy his decision making.
Yeah, and he did. And Wink is a hell of a coach. And once again, here's Hurts. And these are hard yards in a red zone, JB. And you and I both know this. An excellent job of reading and getting the tough yards. And he did. It's the right read too, folks. Just so you understand. It's a simple read for him. If the outside guy, the edge rusher.
By the way, that's Mrs. Claus. She was a bitch that tried to get some clout in the weight room over a guy. And my buddy, we're going to talk about her tomorrow. So everyone doesn't think that I'm some weirdo fuck that popped up. I showed her on my show yesterday. This broad went into a weight room and tried to get attention from a guy and made him a 5 million view viral video. And then she had to delete it. And me and Brandon Fajoko blasted her and was like, why are you fucking naked in the gym?
Now, why are you clouting? Is that what you're saying?
Why are you clout chasing,
you got to go get clout. Yeah.
Why are you clout chasing, dog? You
just be clout chasing in the gym?
Yeah, you ugly hoe.
Yeah, go back to the last one, please, real quick. I know we're almost done because we've been on a while, but I want to see. Go back to the play before, if you can. Well, you have to chase.
Yeah, we get out of here. You got to go to sleep. You got 36 shows.
Hey, now watch this. Now
here we go. Right here.
Get to the back of the end zone. The behind Hurts, the second level from the helmet cam level. Even though it's not a helmet cam, this one. Now circle his read, JB. It's real simple, easy. You're gonna read that guy, but on the inside, on the handoff on this one. Wait, go back. Is this the play that he ran and kept it? No, go back. Go back a full play. The one before this.
Yeah.
The one before this. This is the one I wanted to see. The one that Hurts kept it. And do it from the end zone shot that you just had on that one. This right here. Watch. The read is, see the guy with the hand in the dirt, folks?
Yeah, right here. That's the read key.
That's right. Now watch. If he attacks down, Hurts is simply going to pull it. If he comes up the field, you're going to give it inside.
Sean,
look at it. Easy read.
I gotta go back to Wink Martindale. He's really stuck in old school football.
This is too easy. Too easy.
Sean,
and I love Wink Martindale.
We got an over front here. I want to explain to everybody what's going on. We have a over front. All right. We got the 3 technique right there. We got a DN. We got a backer. All right. The number one option stopping defense is what we call gap responsible exchange. All right. We're running a gap exchange, and you have to run a gap exchange in this formation to stop the run for the Q. So if the defensive end, for everybody out there that don't understand, if the defensive end is going to crash and take the back, we have to have what we call a gap exchanger for the quarterback.
Right.
You don't need a fucking B gap, an A gap, and a C gap defender with no D gap defender. We have to have somebody for the quarterback. I haven't seen this bad a defense by 2 NFL DCs. Tampa Bay last week against the Cowboys. This game this week. I don't understand how we're in the NFL and don't understand that if he crashes, we need a fucking looper.
I got high school guys that are going to read this and get yards. I'm just telling you. That's just too easy. And especially down there.
Sean, if I'm calling offense, I'm expecting him to take the cue.
Yeah, and greet him right at the friggin' line of scrimmage. Yes. Get your ass downhill and greet him. That's exactly right.
If I'm getting this every day by Wink Martindale, Sean, I'm fucking pulling the ball all goddamn night.
And rushing for 200 yards with the quarterback. You ain't lying, dude. It's too easy. Too easy. And then you got first contacts from your free safety. Really? Okay.
I know better high school DCs that'll gap exchange that right now. Now, I'm not saying they're Wink Martindale. What I'm saying is I know guys that'll fucking account for that game right there.
Of course you do.
It's not very sound. I don't understand. Sean.
See how great Jalen Hurts, though, is with this? He's doing a great job of commanding the line of scrimmage, isn't he, JB?
Sean, if I go into a game on defense, if you run this offense for the Eagles and I'm the D coordinator, I got to come into this game and saying, all right, my philosophy is going to be A, stop the running back, or B, stop the quarterback on read option play.
Yeah, if you let Hurts, if Hurts runs for $120 in this game, then you're done. You that's the number one priority. You can't let him beat you with his feet on this with him and the running back.
Sean,
that's how do you know
that? Hey, JB, how do you know if they're going to run option? This is how you know. Any fucking time the back is on one side of the QB or the other, it gives me an opportunity to read the defensive end or someone. I'm running some type of option action with the backfield. So if I get this offset back look on offense as a DC, I have a philosophy going into this week. Hey, listen, you're going to take the back every time. You're going to loop over for the Q. We're going to fill the lane in the alley with the safety, and we're going to fucking make him hand the football off. That's going to be my first philosophy as a DC. Make Jalen Hurts hand the football.
You know what's going to happen? 49ers, D'Amico Ryans is going to have them. They're not letting him have free reign. I'm just going to tell you as I'm sitting, and their linebackers, Greenlaw and friggin' Fred Warner, run like a scalded dog, dude. They run sideline to sideline. They fill and they greet your ass, and they are sound. Both these defenses are sound with the Philly and the 49ers. This is not sound. It's too easy, and you cannot let going into this game, if Jalen Hurts ends up dominating San Francisco like this team did with their feet, 44 carries, then San Francisco didn't learn anything. It'll be a different story. Just like we said, it's going to be tougher for Dak coming out of Tampa Bay and dealing with the 49ers, and we were right. Same thing here, man. Jalen knows this, but he's really doing a good job but it's pretty easy read for him down here. These are hard, man. Hard yards and protecting the football, but not sound, JB. You're exactly right. And they were going to have to hit the quarterback this week. And here's another one. This is perfect execution of this play. Perfect.
Run solution, right?
Yep. Boom. Sees it. Now watch this accurate throw. To Devontae, watch with it. It's on his upfield eye. He gives A.J. Brown a chance to get out in front of him. The ball is thrown to where he catch it in stride and doesn't have to slow down. He just outflanks the underneath guy that's not being blocked and beats him to the edge. The guys in there are done. Those guys can't get there. Devontae's too fast. This throw has to be, if you want him to score, think about his right eye, his upfield eye, as he gets a little bubble. He allows, there's some space so A.J. Brown can go get the corner, and he just outruns. If this is an underneath that throws behind him, the underneath, the guy covering him in the slot, going to run him down. Watch this. This is great read, great urgency, great accuracy, and then your speed wide receiver beats you to the pylon. It's just
John,
simple.
let me ask you something. Why the fuck are you in the end zone safety?
We ask this question every week.
What
you and I.
This is a fucking NFL or Junior Pop Warner?
Well, then why don't we just play the game? Why don't we just play the red zone with 10 players?
Sean.
He's out of the play.
There are 9 fucking guys to the double tight end side. Are we that fucking worried about the 2 tight ends? Can we worry about the field side of this thing?
And if you're going to do that, take that safety, then he should be at least put him into play so he can run down. You've seen right
there. Put it right there.
Right. He can backpedal if he's worried about getting beat over there. We have the end zone to help us. That's the 12th man.
And going back, ass right there.
Right, going back, JB, to what you said when the person said, "Well, how do you know it's going to be inside zone run or read?" Because this is what they do, just like this. This is what they do. They love to run the either the now screen or this quick screen, get them on the edge and have their big receiver block. He flanks out. You've basically just taken the safety out of play. Get his ass in play so he can and flank him out so he knows that he can at least help to get to the edge because he won't be blocked. It makes watch what he does. Standing in the end zone. Watch how effective he is on this play. Stands flat-footed, late, bad angle. Watch this. Comes downhill. Oh, I got to readjust. Guy's too fast. If you're in the right spot, the ball's on the 3-yard line. They may score anyway, but you can't. He's not involved in the play. And in the red zone, you have back of the end zone help, so you can squeeze.
And I'll be honest,
it's not sound football.
We watched Seattle get called for 2 offensive linemen downfield. Well, I got news for you. There's an offensive lineman downfield on every fucking football play in America. I'm seeing more minute plays called a penalty on linemen downfield. Look, let's just take a look at the fucking left guard here. Is he not downfield?
He is.
So why are we not calling everything consistently?
Right. Is this ball caught?
This guy's downfield. This guy's fucking downfield, by the way.
He gets to him at the 6 or 5 yard line. Greets him at the 6, pushes him to the 5. Was that ball caught behind the line of scrimmage?
No.
Okay. If it is, you're okay.